Arsenal versus Dinamo Zagreb on the Champions League. And of course, this is the second last game out of the 8 games that we are supposed to play on the first round, what was famously known as the group stages. But right now, you play with a different teams. So on this video, I'm gonna give you the match preview of this game, and on this video I'll also talk about the anticipated lineup that Mikel Arteta should use. I'll also talk about the predicted score of this game, and I'll touch a bit on the injury issues that we are having, and I'll also talk about the general expectations and anticipations of Arsenal fans worldwide. Now we are playing with Dinamo Zagreb, and as I've told you, it's the second last game we are playing, and this is basically a must-win game because we are playing at the Emirates Stadium, and we are currently with 13 points. And at the time of doing this video, games are still on. That is games that were being played on Tuesday night on the Champions League. And us having 13 points, basically it only means that should teams win tonight against different teams, then it's only going to mean that you're going to be taken down. And this is basically a very tough competition because from number 1 to number 8, they will automatically qualify into the round of 16. But now from number 8 all the way to number 24, they will go for playoffs. So basically what it means that is every team is fighting to make sure that they are qualifying on the first, on the round of 16, and qualify from number 1 to number 8, because nobody wants extra matches. And as it is right now, if there's a team that does not want extra matches, it's Arsenal, because we've had so many of them, especially this January. And even as February is coming in, we're also going to have so many of them. So clearly, we do not want a match on this particular time, an additional one. So it's a must-win game so that you can qualify or at least it's going to give us a better chance of qualifying on the first round of the round of 16. Now, as it is right now, after this game, basically, as you're playing with Dinamo Zagreb, should we win because you're playing at the Emirates Stadium, then it only means that we have a better chance of, as you are going to play with Girona away, even if we get a draw, then we would have automatically qualified on the top 8 teams that are best out of the so many teams that were participating on this Champions League. We've played with Dinamo Zagreb before, and it's a good team. Basically, this is actually a very tough team, a very competitive team. Looking at it right now, they are sitting at number 3 on their league in Croatia. Okay, so this is a team that can bring us competition at the Emirates Stadium. As much as we've been good on the Emirates Stadium, but we have factors that basically are not as favorable to us, because you remember our squad is so thin, our squad is so tired after playing so many matches. And yet there is no additional players that can come in and, of course, get to have them rest for a couple of days, because we have a squad that you can almost predict and say so and so is the one that is going to play. Now we are playing on this game as you are playing with them. We've played with the Dinamo Zagreb before, and that was 2015 on the Champions League still, where we beat them 3-0 at the Emirates Stadium, and they beat us 2-1 at their pitch in Croatia. So this is a tough team, and it's a team that can come in with lots and lots of competition. And as it is at the moment, looking at how they are performing, as much as they've been not that good for a couple of last matches that they've been playing, this is a team that can bring competition to us, especially due to the fact that I've told you we do not have a good enough squad. Now, looking at a couple of injuries that we are having, Timber is still doubtful whether he can play, but I think I really hope, and I'm crossing my fingers, that he's gonna play. We also have got Saliba, who's not gonna play until early February. And then, of course, we've got who else? We've got Ben White, who's doubtful because he's supposed to actually be back. So should he be back, basically we are good to go, because he should be playing on that right back. But I don't think he's gonna start directly, and having have come from that injury that he was facing. So and additionally to that list, of course, the players that are still also injured, I don't want to talk about them. Now, having I've looked at that, then I just want to give you the predicted lineup that Mikel Arteta should use on this game. Goalkeeper, it has to be David Raya. and then of course we go Gabriel Megales. And on this one, I feel like we should give Kiwior a chance to play as a center back. And the reason as to why I'm saying so that if Timber is ready to play, he can play on the right back, okay? And then of course on the left back, we go with Zichenko, okay? If it's not Zichenko, we can go with Skelly. But for this one, I feel like let's give Zichenko a chance to play on this game. And then on the midfielder, I'm going to go with CDM. I'm going to play with Thomas Partey, and then Declan Rice to start at number 8, and then of course at number 10, Odegaard, who honestly speaking, I feel like he needs to bring back his form so that we can be able to start even terrorizing team, and especially from the midfield. Right forward, we play with we can start with Sterling there so that we can allow Martinelli to rest, because you know the weekend is coming and Wolverhampton is coming, so it's gonna be also tough for us. Let's allow at least Martinelli to rest. This is my prediction though, but if Arteta decides to play with Martinelli, that is well and good. And then center forward, Havertz to begin as always, because we don't even have any option, and then Trossard to begin on the left wing. And as you can see, basically we do not have a good squad, and especially on the attacking front, and that is the reason as to why I'm just too direct as I'm saying so. Remember, Mikel Arteta has not signed yet. Not yet. And we are almost 3 weeks and a few days on this transfer window, the January transfer window. So we do not have a good squad that can come and of course be as competitive, especially on the attacking front. And as it is, should we continue with this squad and proceed with it, I can assure you guys then this Champions League is going to be very tough for us to win if this is the squad and if this is the attack that we are depending on. And even the Premier League is going to be very hard for us if that is the squad that we are depending on, okay? Because we actually need to add a couple of players, a winger, maybe one, and then a striker. Then we'll be having at least competitive players that can, come in and even from the bench and of course rejuvenate and re-energize the team so that you can be able to win. So the general expectations of this game, number one, we must win this game. Is a must win because we are playing at the Emirates Stadium. We do not have no option. We must win. Number two, we hope that no more injuries, because this injury issue has been really tough on us this season. It has hit us big time. Everybody knows. Most of our players, every game we get players who are injured. It's so annoying and so disappointing, and I can tell it's because of the many games that our players played from last season. And that's the reason as to why fatigue is kicking in. They're getting hamstrings here and there, and the level of concentration keeps on going down. So sometimes they hold the ball and then of course get knocked, all these many things, okay? So it's because of the most games that they played last season. Another expectation that we have as Arsenal fans is that it's going to be a fair game, of course. And of course, anyway, it has always been fair on the Champions League, unlike the Premier League where it gets unfair sometimes. But anyway, having said so, I really wish the boys all the very best as they're going to play, and I hope that this is going to be a game that they will easily win, and so that it can help us, keep on maintaining that top 8 position. My prediction on this game, I think I'm gonna go with the 2-0 in favor of Arsenal. 2-0 in favor of Arsenal, yes. And I hope after scoring that 2-0, we don't get the Dinamo Zagreb doesn't get to equalize back like what happened against Aston Villa. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of Team Mr. Joe, and thank you so much for always subscribing and commenting and liking. Please remember to comment, remember to like, remember to share, remember to bring your friends so that you can keep the conversation going in the future. Salute.